Long before the controversy, the laughter, and the unforgettable television appearances, Filipino comedian Chokoleit had already built a reputation as one of the funniest and most fearless entertainers in the country. But despite his warm personality and ability to make audiences laugh effortlessly, his life was not completely free from public scrutiny. One of the most talked about controversies in Chokolate's career happened in February 2017 when a video of him kissing another man during a party suddenly spread across Philippines social media. The clip quickly went viral, triggering intense reactions online. Some netizens mocked him, while others turned the incident into gossip material. For many celebrities, such a scandal could have damaged their image, but Chokoleit handled the situation in a completely different way. Instead of hiding from the issue, he openly addressed it during interviews, including an appearance on the late-night talk show Tonight with Boy Abunda. With his trademark humor, he explained that the kiss was simply a harmless and consensual moment during a fun night out. Rather than allowing the controversy to destroy him, he transformed it into comedy material, making people laugh about it alongside him. His close friends in the entertainment industry, including Vice Ganda, supported him throughout the ordeal, and the issue eventually faded away. Years earlier, in 2010, Chokoleit also found himself dragged into another controversy after an entertainment tabloid published a blind item implying that he was involved with illegal drugs. Unlike the kissing controversy, this accusation deeply angered him. Known for his sharp wit and fearless tongue, Chokoleit strongly denied the allegations and publicly confronted the writer responsible for spreading the rumor. During interviews, he demanded evidence and sarcastically questioned whether the writer was simply projecting personal issues onto him. Because there was no proof to support the accusations, the rumor eventually disappeared, but the incident revealed another side of Chokoleit, someone who would fiercely defend his reputation when unfairly attacked. Even after his death in 2019, controversy continued to surround his name. Shortly after he passed away from a heart attack, an herbal supplement company allegedly used his image online to falsely suggest that their products could have prevented his death. The exploitative marketing outraged many of his closest friends, including fellow comedians Pokwang and Kay Brosis, who publicly condemned the company for taking advantage of Chokolait's passing for profit. The backlash forced the advertisements to be removed, and many fans viewed the incident as deeply disrespectful to his memory. Behind the controversies was a man whose real name was Jonathan Aguilar Garcia, born on June 25, 1972, in Davao City, Philippines, although some sources list his birth year as 1970. Growing up in Davao, Chokoleit lived a relatively humble life far from the bright lights of Manila's show business. He pursued his studies seriously and eventually earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in Mass Communication from Ateneo de Davao University. His educational backgrounds later became valuable in shaping his confidence as a public speaker and performer. Despite becoming a public figure, Chokoleit remains intensely private about his family. He rarely revealed details about his parents or siblings in interviews because he wanted to protect them from media attention. However, he often spoke lovingly about his mother, with whom he shared a deep emotional bond. Her passing became one of the most painful experiences of his life and profoundly affected him emotionally during his younger adult years. Before becoming a mainstream celebrity, Chokoleit spent years developing his comedic skills in local stand-up comedy bars. In the early 1990s, he became a regular performer at famous Manila comedy venues such as The Library, Punchline, and Laugh Line. These comedy bars became his training ground, where he sharpened the quick humor, fearless crowd interaction, and self-deprecating comedy style that would later define his career. His big break arrived in 1994 after he was discovered by respected director and talent manager Mario J. De Los Reyes. Chokoleit first appeared in television through minor comedic roles, including appearances in the GMA network sitcom Highball Ramble and the talk show Brunch. Although his roles were small, audiences immediately noticed his natural comedic timing and unique personality. Everything changed in 2004 when director Wen Deramas cast him as Pearly Shell in the fantasy television series Marina. What was initially expected to be a supporting comedic role unexpectedly exploded into a nationwide phenomenon. Chokolate's hilarious and memorable portrayal turned Pearly Shell into one of the most beloved characters on Philippine television. The success of Marina transformed him into a household name almost overnight. Following the success of the series, Chokoleit officially became part of Star Magic and established himself as one of ABS-CBN's most reliable comedy talents. He appeared in numerous television shows over the years, including Juan de la Cruz, Asintado, and FPJ's Ang Provinciano. He also became a regular face on variety programs, such as It's Showtime and ASAP, where audiences adored his humor and spontaneous comedic energy. In film, Chokoleit built a strong career as a scene-stealing comedian. He appeared in movies such as Volta in 2004, Zaza Zatrana's a Movie in 2006, and the box office hit Fantastica in 2018. Whether he played comic side characters or outrageous personalities, he consistently left audiences laughing and became one of the most recognizable comedians of his generation. One of the greatest honors of his career came when his personal life story was featured on the prestigious drama anthology Maalala Mo Kaya. In the Philippines, having your life dramatized on the long-running program is considered a major sign of cultural importance. The episode chronicled his journey from a struggling comedian in Davao City to becoming one of the country's most beloved entertainers. Although he never accumulated a large collection of mainstream acting trophies, Chokoleit earned something equally meaningful: the respect of his peers and the unwavering love of audiences. He became widely recognized as one of the pioneers of modern Filipino stand-up comedy, helping shape Manila's comedy bar culture and paving the way for future comedians. Away from show business, Chokoleit lived a relatively modest lifestyle. Unlike many celebrities who flaunted luxury mansions and expensive cars, he preferred to keep his wealth private. His income mainly came from his exclusive ABS-CBN contract, television and film appearances, and countless live comedy performances across the Philippines. He frequently performed at provincial festivals, corporate events, and comedy bars, remaining highly in demand throughout his career. Chokoleit never married and had no children. He also avoided publicly discussing romantic relationships, choosing instead to focus on his work and close friendships. Over the years, fellow comedians such as Vice Ganda, Pokwang, Pooh, and Kay Brosas became his emotional support system and closest companions. Many people in the industry considered them his chosen family. In March 2019, tragedy struck unexpectedly. Chokoleit traveled to Benguet, Abra to perform at the Kawayan Festival. Videos later surfaced showing him visibly struggling to breathe while still trying to entertain the audience. True to his dedication as a performer, he pushed himself to complete the entire show despite his worsening condition. Shortly after leaving the stage, he experienced severe breathing difficulties and was rushed to Abra Provincial Hospital. Sadly, he was pronounced dead on March 9, 2019, due to a heart attack and pulmonary edema. He was only 46 years old. His sudden passing shocked the entire Philippine entertainment industry. Friends, fellow comedians, actors, and fans flooded social media with emotional tributes, remembering him not only as a brilliant comedian, but also as a kind-hearted and loyal friend. For many Filipinos, Chokolait's death carried a bittersweet symbolism. Even during his final moments, he continued doing what he loved most, making people laugh. Today, Chokoleit remains remembered as one of the true legends of Filipino comedy. His humor, resilience, humility, and unforgettable personality continue to inspire comedians and entertain audiences years after his passing. Though controversies occasionally followed him throughout his career, they never overshadowed the joy he brought to millions of people across the Philippines.